Let's load up Spiritfall 1.0 world premiere. I'm probably gonna toss on a new save. We did play this game a couple of times, but not enough to feel like I'm like a giga expert. It is an action roguelike, so very much something that we do already. Very simple tutorial. I feel like it's a lot more floaty than I remember. We have neutral attacks, we have side attack, we have up attack, we have down attack, we have launchers, we can launch up, we can launch down. We have air attacks, neutral air, side air, up air. Hang on. Up air, down air. We have a dash, a bolt. If you haven't realized by now, this game is very much like a platform fighter. They did a lot of work to make it feel like a platform fighter. I want to say at this point, the game is feeling probably the best that it has ever felt. It is an action roguelike though. It's not just, oh, you're playing Super Smash Brothers and then every once in a while you can get fire on your Hadouken. Like it has relics, it has shops, it has everything that you could possibly think of for a roguelike game. Your bolt is now a howl that deals damage around you. I actually really enjoy taking that whenever I see it. Just like really fun. And it hits above you where the normal thing does not. Holy dice. This is new. So yeah, if you're good at platform fighters, you're gonna pop off here. I don't think you have to be though. I think the game does just work for people who just know how to play an action roguelike in general. Like, you don't have to be Sonic Fox or something. I don't know any Smash Brothers players. We need these things. I know that. Holy dice. We don't know what that does. Maybe it's a refresh. There's different enemies. Some are gonna be armored. Oh my god. I've always been in a situation of, if I knew how to play Smash Brothers, I would be popping off on the regular in this game. Normal attacks do Scorch. After you air jump, gain increased cooldown speed until you land or touch a wall. So the longer you stay in the air, the more cooldown reduction you have. That's actually kind of fun. When your essence multiplier is high, deal area burn damage every second. That does not look familiar at all. Did they add stuff? Can you wave dash in this game? I'll give you one better. The game has meta progression, just like every other roguelike game. Each individual god that you see here has their own like skill tree. And I want to say the water god has wave dash, because wave, like you would think water. The water god has wave dash as like an unlock. You don't get that by default. You like, as a roguelike game, you have to earn that, which is like incredibly cool to me. As I said, there are relics in the game. Receive reduced damage from elite enemies and also increase your cooldown speed. We want to get to 1.2 multiplier. So this is an armored enemy. You only get the stagger when you break the armor. Your launcher deals more damage and inflicts frost. You gain more essence. The next spirit blessing you find has increased rarity. You gain more essence. Is that the multiplier? I'm trying my best to not get hit and lose my multiplier. We're never gonna see the 1.5. I'm so sad. See, I think part of the issue is I'm so bad at juggling enemies. .4, please. Okay, we got the 1.5. I had the fire for like 1 tick, and it's already gone. I guess it's better for bosses. The game isn't just fighting against monsters either. Eventually, you'll get to a point where the game has a literal like Smash Brothers stage, and the bosses are very much like Smash Brothers requirements. So these are effects that only last for a specific amount of rooms. And then there's a cheap one that you don't know what it does. So 6 rooms of combat, 70% elite damage, Gain even more essence when you defeat an enemy. I don't think we're gonna see a shop. Attacks deal more damage and inflicts burn. You gain additional money from all sources. Your status effects have increased duration. We gotta keep our essence up so we can actually get the burn build going. Luminous Gem, I think, levels up one of your relics. I'm trying to remember everything from the time I played this game. And I genuinely do enjoy the game. It's just I have so many action roguelikes, I end up in a situation where I can't play them all at the same time. I wish I could. All right, sick. So area damage increased, bolt damage increased, attack damage increased to 50%. That's a big number. Let's do that. I'm pretty decent at the game, just to say that. It's true then, the perennial flame has been rekindled. I know what you're trying to do. No matter what, you cannot stop us. You're just a pawn, nameless, expendable. Here, let me show you. So this enemy has armor. I can't simply juggle it until the armor's gone. Wow, I also might just straight up die. But once you do break the armor, you get the juggle. And then eventually they break out of it. So that's like the basic flow of bosses. This is like a level 1 boss, so bosses get more intense than this. Dang, I thought I was gonna break her. Please! Oh my god, I'm gonna actually die. That's new. Like the ting, like the what's the guy, the Sakurai ting there? That's actually brand new. I don't think they had that before 1.0. Even if you make it in time, it's already too late. The blight is all around us. The gate is sealed.
Yeah, got it.
That feeling again. It's been a while. This isn't over. New resource? Perennial Ashes. A rare material that's required to awaken weapons and unlock new weapon forms. Oh, right, 1.0. There's, I think, 4 weapons, but then they gave them alternate forms. Nice. I like that. And there's different weapons, too. Like, this one might be, I don't know, like an Ike or something. They also have a bow, which is like you're playing, as Kid Icarus. Yeah. So it goes to show how much I've spent in Smash Brothers. But then again, I just didn't play Kid Icarus in that game. So again, like, it is a roguelike game. It's not just the Smash Brothers part. So you can enhance your character based off of the performance you did. Right now we have 3 essences, and I think you would get more essence as you actually do better. Perfect Launcher deals more damage. When you slay an enemy with your launcher, you recover health. Launcher does more damage. You fall slower while charging the launcher. And these are hammer specific. Not this one, but the ones that have the hammer icon are specific for hammer. You fall slower while charging. Sweet Spot deals more damage. If I had triple jump, this would be a little bit better. We're close to it, I think. So now my basic fall is like this. Still like relatively floaty, but if I do the charge, you see that? With air control too. Like, that wasn't gonna be possible without some kind of power-up like that. Now, I don't know if the power-up can be enhanced or not. Again, I have some hours in this game, but not enough to know every single piece of it. But you can imagine getting some, like, really flashy stuff because you could, like, follow the enemy. Freaking flying enemies are the worst. Spirit blessings you find are more likely to be rare, and also gives us boss damage. I like the idea of having those little affixes at the bottom. That way you aren't like, let's say you aren't fully sold on having just the relic that you picked up, at least it has an affix that gives it a little something extra. So back in the day, you used to be able to like take both of these if you were fast enough. I think they nerfed that. There's like an animation when you do the pickup. Your launcher deals more damage. It can do burn. When you slay a burn enemy, they pass their burn stacks to a nearby enemy. Attacks and launchers deal more damage and shield damage when hitting enemies from directly above. From directly above. I think we're gonna want that regardless. I think the dice was to reroll there. You can still do that? I swear that the timing must be super tight. I know I wasn't spamming circles. That's possibly the issue. Oh my god, they both hit me. I'm telling you, the flying enemies. All right, not bad, not bad. This is shop. We only have 150. I want to say the least expensive is like 200. I know we just had a shop at the end of the last biome, but I didn't check to see what the number was. That was a crit. I picked up the 1.5 multiplier thing. I can't get it to save my life, literally. Doesn't help that I keep taking damage. All right, we're gonna grab this and then go fire again. See if we can find triple jump. See, I think even if you aren't a smash god, you can still do basic like corner carry. Just off of like knowing how to do an attack and then do a dash after. We did it. We did it. They still don't have crouch in the game. My dream would be to have like the Earl Grey right here. A little bit of that chai. I think that's bannable in some games. They don't let you do that anymore. When your essence multiplier is high, get burn damage, and I just cannot get it up. Okay, dice is reroll. I can see it on the bottom left. Am I cursed now? Someone told me what that actually does to you, and I don't know. It's just like, I had someone come into my chat who told me that you can take both of these, and I should do it as much as I can. And if that's like ruining my game, I would have no idea. That's the beauty of live streaming sometimes. But it's good, it's like we're crowdsourcing the info. See, like you can do that stuff. It said Avarice will go punished. Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna get punished. I just don't know what the punishment is. Engulf yourself in flames and rocket your body forwards. I've never taken this. So every, god, I guess you would call, every god has a skill to it, and each skill is on a cooldown. This god happens to have, I think, Luigi's, like, rocket forward. I gotta take that, right? No, okay, it's not Luigi. Can I recover out of that? Interesting. Interesting. It's Falcon Kick? I don't play Falcon. That's why that wasn't my first guess. Surprised I didn't get hit there. Okay, I haven't landed it even once. It's just very much like I'm playing Smash Brothers. You know what else I just realized? So we're making a lot of Smash Brothers references. What if it's not Smash Brothers at all? What if you're supposed to be referencing Brawlhalla? Or you're supposed to be referencing multiverses? I just don't have the information. You can go diagonally! Okay, wait, that's actually sick. Your dash deals damage and inflicts frost. While near the edge of a platform is called edge guard, your launcher has increased damage and knockback. Now, the only thing about this is I don't know what the game considers the edge of a platform. If you're in a box and it's just a floor, are you on a platform ever? Does a box have an edge to it? So like those are platforms for sure. But what if I don't have a platform? What if I'm like right here? Is that the edge of a platform? Yeah, these are 200 a pop, so I'm glad we didn't go in earlier. Dash deals damage twice and inflicts wound on the enemy. After you dash, gain increased chance to do critical damage. 25% crit chance on a dash? That seems good. Love the chill music. Not gonna be chill for very long. Made it this far, impressive. Fortunately, we can't let you advance any further. Soon, you will witness how true warriors do battle. Ready your weapon. I don't remember that thing aiming diagonally. So notice these don't have armor. They can be juggled, but chances are, like, you're gonna have the other one spawn. Okay, wait. The omnidirectional falcon kick is actually sick. Like, look at that. Ain't no way. Oh, wow. She has super armor while charging. I should say they. The spear one is, like, a little tougher. Samurai Jack is not that big a deal, I think. Aimbot? Oh my god, I keep fat fingering the touchpad. Okay, to be fair, there was a clear hitbox behind it. Dang. Wow! 30 damage? I think it died to burn. Was it supposed to end like this? All right, I'm a little boosted at the game. I apologize. What can we get from here? Perfect Launcher creates a ranged projectile that deals 60 damage and travels farther the more health you have. When only one enemy is nearby, your attack damage is increased. Sweet Spot deals more damage, bonus damage to bosses, attack deals more damage. Actually, that's pretty lenient. Oh, can I hold it as long as I want? No, you can't. Oh. And I don't think I have the thing that makes it easier, right? No, I don't. No, maybe it doesn't make it easier. I think there's a relic you can pick up. Well, it's not a relic. You spend essences to power up your weapon. I think there's a power up where you can actually do perfect smashes on every charge. Like, it doesn't matter how long you hold it. I think that's a thing. Remember, these are armored enemies, so... Ooh! If only I pressed R2 before I did the dash. That would have looked so sick. Restore 26 HP whenever you delete an elite enemy. It adds +2 air jumps. No, it doesn't. I didn't know they had more than just, like, increase your damage on the affixes. That's very, very interesting. I don't know what's new and what's, like, this has actually been in the early access for a while. I'm telling you all, streaming's hard. Like, imagine being this far behind on a roguelike game. He did the charge, the world premiere charge. Ooh, you can target in any direction for the wave. This dev thought of everything, chat. Celestial exchange costs less dust. Are those regular shops? No recycling from what I understand. I haven't even shown you all the cool part yet. Like, imagine seeing this and it's not even the cool part. Oh, wow, I tried to dash. Yeah, you'll know the cool part when we get to it. It'll be its own map thing. So it's like, where could it spawn? I think it has to spawn in an open space. So I think I have to go here. If it'll even show up, it might be like you have to lose at least one run. Oh my God. Fair. It's very fair. I'm curious on how they did their hitboxes in this game. Like a game like this, if your hitboxes aren't like giga tight, I think you instantly lose a bunch of players. Because like it's the dream of having that fantasy of a platform fighter. And if it doesn't operate, like if it's non-functional, then you're gonna have issues. So I feel like the dev must have just been in the lab making sure that it actually functions before even like getting to the cool stuff like build making, lore, all of that. Like forget all of that. The game has to be functional first. You deal bonus damage when striking undamaged enemies. Gain bonus damage for 3 seconds after you are hit or after breaking an enemy's shield. Dash deals frost. Guess we'll just grab that. I could have maybe did a reroll. I love that some enemies actually dodge your attacks. Dang. Oh my God, everything just does ambient damage. Is there more? It's a giga bug. I wonder what that 26 was that I just got. Yeah, I just am doing that. I don't know what the detriment is. Your essence multiplier can increase beyond its standard limit. Enemies that overlap receive bonus damage. Deal bonus damage when hitting enemies right after they miss their attacks. Wolf punish instead of whiff punish. Let's reroll here. Landing a non-crit on wounded enemies increases its crit chance. I don't think I can wound enemies. Deal bonus crit damage per stack of wound on the enemy. Oh, I guess I can wound. It comes from my skill. This thing. I think they call that a bolt. Oh my God, the boxer's so fast. It did a recover in the air, then hit down. And then that thing dodge rolled on land. I think the red enemy's an elite version. Oh, dang, I didn't think that would make me go down. Sometimes I have to play keep away if my HP is too low. Sick. Max health is big in this game. Like, it's a way to heal yourself because the game doesn't have health pots. You do lose out on picking a god, of course. But the healing in shops, I think, is percentage based. So the more max HP you have, obviously, the more valuable percentage HP healing is. Dang. Like, it's cool to think, how would you even do the AI for this? The monsters are so good. What in the world? It's like this is level 9 AI. I'm a noob. These are level 9 CPUs. Oh, okay, so I cannot get this again after I've done it 3 times because of my avarice thing. Maybe that's what's happening. Ooh, discounts. Should have gotten the dice before I got this. When you wall splat an enemy inflicted with frost, they deal damage and inflict frost nearby, dealing bonus damage when you strike an undamaged foe. Frost now stacks up to 5 times, but only slows the enemy once. However, it may glaciate non-boss enemies. I guess we'll grab this. Now, I think this boss normally kills me when I first come back to the game. Long-awaited carrier of the old fire, listen to me carefully. The old prophecies are rooted in lies, spoken from the mouth of fools who are afraid of what they could not understand. Do you think the divine spirits chose you for this task? No, they sacrificed you. You mean nothing to them, disposable as those who perished in the tunnels. The high priestess showed us that death is not the end. The blight lives on. I'm so bad at this fight. It's a zoner. It's like you're fighting JP. And no one wants to do that. We have no damage reduction either. Yeah, you gotta watch the actions. All right, I think I still have to fight him. Yeah, he like doesn't attack around his body. Get the juggle. All right, I'm getting juggled now. Please. Okay, so you can break that. That's cool. 30 damage? I don't have Death Defiance yet either. It's over. Oh, he claps it, and that's what makes it explode. All right, I knew I was gonna die. I can never do that boss on the first try. So the way out this game is, it is a roguelike, a die and retry, just like all the other action roguelikes we've played. Typically, in a roguelike game, there's ways to make yourself stronger, so the next time you go into it, you're not gonna have as much trouble. That comes in 1, 2, 4 forms in this game, as far as I know. There could be more by now. The first of those, this NPC lets you add things to the actual biomes themselves. So for example, in the first biome, rocks appear that might have money in them. A monument appears that can restore your health. You can destroy unwanted relics to get essence. This one's really big. The second form is through these, which are the gods. Each god has its own tree, and not all of them are just like fire does more damage or something like that. A lot of them are actually platform fighter based. So for example, someone asked me about the wave dashing. Unfortunately, that's water, so I can't use that as an example. But the sun god gives you the ability to like cling to a wall and reset your air jump, just like you would in, I think Multiversus has that. The cold one has Endure Killing Blow, Essence Multiplier, Launch does more damage to stunned enemies. This one has Pounce while grounded, briefly dash and jump to leap with increased speed. So I don't have it. This is what my jump looks like if I dash jump. I think if you unlock it, you get this instead, which I don't know what platform fighter this is from, but I know that's a very popular mechanic, being able to like dash jump. SS multiplier is preserved for an additional second without hitting enemies before starting to decay during combat. You need it to like not decay outside of combat. That'd be really nice. You can cancel the recovery time of an attack or launcher with your assist. That seems legit. The assist is the cooldown based skill. And then the third way, I don't think this is the final way. The third way to enhance your character is through the blacksmith. Each individual blacksmith uses this stone resource, which is this one. This lets you add enhancements when you're using essence, I think. The hammer can get perfect launch stuff. Oh, this is also how we unlock new weapons. So there's sisterhood gauntlets, the bow, the link blades, and then this weapon I have not used yet, the Equinox, which I think is maybe is a staff? It might be a spear. I usually just go down the list unlocking everything the one time, and I definitely have not seen the alternate form. And then there's a fourth and final thing that makes the roguelike run enhanced, and I want to say that's here. We don't have it yet. It's based on building up your god boons. It's a mask, and each mask is almost like a little bit of a mini class for your character. I think one gives you bonus damage based on your move speed. One gives you maybe like bonus damage reduction. It's like different things that really cater to the individual gods they come from. So it's very, very cool stuff. For those who were seeing Spiritfall for the first time, what'd you think of the game? I would especially love to hear from those who've never seen the game before. But if you have seen the game before, it's now in 1.0. Now is the perfect time to revisit it.